91.7. My ladies are also with me because I cannot walk alone. Liverpool say you never walk alone. I cannot walk alone. I've got my ladies with me. And first off, Bookie Femi Ajala. Good morning to you,
Yes,
Bookie.
good morning. Good morning. Of course, you can't walk alone. God did not create us,
Mm,
to be solo individuals. I want to say happy new month,
yes.
to everyone. Everyone. Today is 1st of September. Wow. Why did we even start
My
2025 safe?
dear, where did we start?
So for all our family members, WFM, those who love us and those that we also love,
Mm-hmm.
we want to say happy new month and good morning, everybody.
Yes, and thank you so much for gracing our studios this morning, Buki. Also, we have joining us Suzanne Ihuoma. Good morning to you, Suzanne.
Good morning, Miracle. It feels good to hear your voice this morning. What a way to start the new month. Happy new month, Highlands family. Happy new month, Buki Femi Ajala. Happy new month, Miracle. Well, we anticipate for great and mighty things by the grace of God. It will be a September to remember for good for each and every one of us. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Suzanne. Thank you for joining in on the program this morning. Well, it is now 14 minutes past 9, and don't forget that you too can be part of the discussion. Of course, we're going to have a very special session in the program. I'll keep that in the pipeline. But then the phone lines are open 07000 917 if you do want to call us and tell us Happy New Month, Highlands family. And our text and WhatsApp line is 08155 So those are the lines for you to get to reach us this morning on the program, and we get to hear from you live and direct. All right, so let's start off now. There is this news circulating everywhere. Nigeria records 16,000 suicides annually. Senator advocates push prevention bill. So Asuko Ekpeyon, representing APC, Cross River South, has called for the urgent legislative action to address Nigeria's rising suicide rates, citing World Health Organization estimates of approximately 60,000 suicide deaths annually. Ekpeyon made the call in Abuja on Sunday when he received members of the Suicide Prevention Advocacy Working Group, a coalition of psychiatrists, legal experts, civil society organizations, and mental health advocates. The senator reaffirmed his commitment to advancing the suicide prevention bill, which he sponsored in the Senate and which scaled its first reading in February. According to him, the bill seeks to decriminalize attempted suicide and provide a comprehensive framework for prevention, service delivery, helplines, and capacity building for mental health practitioners. Depression, anxiety, and other mental health conditions affect millions of Nigerians, yet they are poorly understood and rarely prioritized. And, Bookie, I want us to open up, this way. So the month is September now, and there are some people that for the past 8 months, it's been really, really hard. They might be listening right now and they're telling you that there is just no way they don't think that suicide is the last option for them. What would you say?
Yes, no doubt about that. We're not going to sweep things under the carpet, and we will not deny, the obvious fact that some people are going through, turbulent times, tornadoes, hurricane, whatever it is. Um, I was in the class on Saturday, and I was requesting from the participants in that class to tell me their emotions and use weather emojis, thunderstorm, raining, cloudy, sunny. And do you know, in a class of about 36, about four of them said, oh, it was really thunderstorm for them, hurricane, you understand? So we know these things do happen. But then the question is, would you want to use a permanent solution to solve a temporary problem. What do I mean? You have an headache, and the next thing you want to say is that you want to cut off your head because you have an headache. It will not solve the problem. You've got to use appropriate solutions to help you through that situation that you're going through. So, what am I saying in essence? For those who are this, it's time for you, number one, have a growth mindset. A fixed mindset will say, I cannot get through this problem. I cannot get through this problem. This problem is just too much for me. A growth mindset will say, okay, I know so and so and so and so went through this problem and they came over it after a period. So I also will go through it. And then secondly, when you now have to have you have reset your mind, the solutions to the problems will start coming. You start seeing things from a proper perspective. You say, okay, let me speak to this person. Let me go this way. It's possible you do not have a job, and then with a growth mindset, what are the things that God has given me that I can do? Okay, maybe I need to go and learn how to make hair, or I need to learn how to go do makeup or something that God has given me this gift that I can use. But if you have a fixed mindset, that thought will never come to you. You will have to look through the lenses to say, okay, what are the other things that I need to do? What are the other people that I need to bring into my situation to help me? Because at times, like, when we started, nobody you were come alone, you understand? We are here to support one another. So when you're going through this heavy whatever, you need help. You need to cry for help. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Buki. So we also have someone who stepped in as well, the very elegant and beautiful Ibinabo Dixon. Good morning to you.
Where do you shakere? Make us shakere
Okay, so good morning, good morning, good morning, Buki. Good morning, Miracle Philip. Good morning to all our valued listeners. I run. So it's great to be here. Good morning. It's good to be here. It's good to see you live,
Exactly,
Buki.
live.
Good to see you live. Miracle. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome,
And happy
welcome.
new month to
Oh,
everybody. Happy
yes.
September.
September to remember for good.
Absolutely.
Amen.
To remember for good. I love
Mm.
that. So let's talk about it. And I want to bring you in, Ibinabo. It's out there, the information about 16,000 lives claimed yearly in Nigeria from suicide. From a woman's perspective, are women more at risk as victims, or those that are left behind to shoulder the consequences of suicide in families?
You just stated the obvious. When a man dies, the responsibility becomes, you know, heaped. I mean, you heap the responsibility on the woman. She has to go through having to take care of her children. She would have to provide the emotional, mental, and the financial needs of the children. Society will begin to blame her for the death of her husband and so many other things. The responsibilities that was borne by two people is now going to be carried by one person. That is a lot of exertion of pressure on a human being. So that could send some crazy thoughts into the mind of a woman who is not strong enough to carry such a burden. And then society is not helping matters. They say a lot of things, and then they judge her. Then if you move away from the widow, let's look at women women who are the managers of the home. Now, when a woman, let's look at I mean, a particular average ordinary man's setting. This maybe the wife does not work, so he gives her money for the family upkeep and all of that. She goes to the market. How much God give me? How much prices of food items they talk? Do you understand? At the end of the day, she's frustrated. Sometimes it's like, what is in living his life safe? What in this life carry safe? Do you understand? And so on and so on. A woman is the one in a relationship. In I know that sometimes men too are hurt. I'm not saying, I mean, we aren't we all human beings and all of that. But if you look at the statistics, we have the higher percentage of the people who are hurting, who are usually hurt and probably might want to commit suicide, would fall on the women, on the female folk, because they are the ones that society would begin to say things to. I watched a movie some time ago where a young woman, her mother was on her case. She was just 29. And her parents were like, when you're getting married, you are getting old, blah, 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 blah. And she became so crazy. She thought about a lot of things. Should I even die and let me have my peace? Should I even just look for one man and then make him my husband, irrespective of whoever he is, whether he's is an abusive person or not. I mean, the bottom line is let me get married and be Mrs. Somebody. So there are so many factors militating against the woman in our society. So so many things. When a child is not doing well in a family, all the blames are heaped on the woman. Oh, you didn't train him well. Oh, you didn't do this. Oh, like Yorubas will say, a good child is the father's child. A bad one is the mother's child. So there are so many factors that if you begin to list them one after the other, you realize that society blame the woman a lot. And this could be a challenge on our mental health. This could, send some crazy thoughts in our mind that, I mean, what is this life about? Why am I even living? Okay, look at rape cases. When a lady is raped, the next question is, where were you? What were you wearing? And all of that. Do you know it's not easy to process such cases? I mean, such situations where you have been battered by somebody who should be cooling off in the correctional centers, and here you are being blamed after you have been raped. So there are so many things happening to the women and to the girls that I believe that if you take statistics of those who commit suicide, most of them, the higher percentage, because there was a time we carried out some little, findings on the percentage of those who are in the psychiatric hospital, and we realized that the higher percentage were the female folks. And that was worrisome because most of them were either jilted or something related to relationship, and some of them were lured into drug abuse by their boyfriends and all of that. So it goes on and on. But my problem, if I'm allowed to state this, is that when government placed some level of punishment, which includes being you know how do I put it now, being remanded in the prison, having having to serve a jail term because you attempted suicide. I don't think that is fair enough. It's not going to serve as a deterrent. It's not going to bring any form of abatement. It will only make people want to do it secretly, and those ones who will do it secretly, they don't get to be reported. Nobody gets to know about it. So even the statistic we're talking about, 16,000, I'm not too sure
All right.
that is anything to go by, because there are so many people, and when their families get to know about it, they just want to secretly to ward off people saying things and all of that.
Yes,
So they will
yes.
just secretly bury
All
their
right.
dead and leave it at that. So I want to plead with the government. We need to look at this bill, I mean this law. People are going through a lot. The
All right.
economy is not funny. Every other situations are not funny at all that people are
Yes.
going through. So let us look at this law once again, just like it's being proposed,
Mm.
so that we can look at it. Excuse me. Let's discuss with the psychiatrists. Let's discuss with people who are into mental health um treatment and all of that, psychologists and all of that. Let us gather information from them.
All right.
Do intelligence gathering. Why do people commit suicide?
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Ibn Abwal. And I'll come to Susan now. Susan, I'd like to know, how can communities? How do you think communities, religious centers, groups can be mobilized enough to provide early detection and intervention?
For me, I would say community-based centers and religious leaders. Um, community-based, we have traditional rulers and we have faith-based, leaders. I think they are influencers because when people like that come out to speak in their communities, they are respected and they can influence some of these conversations, honest conversations about mental health. Because the truth is, many people are facing different things. People are facing abuse, people are struggling under poverty, people are struggling under conflict. Um, Ibn Abba just spoke about stress, academic stress, the pressure we put on our women. Persons with disabilities are also there. There are different segments, including the men. The only thing is that the men most times do not even speak about these things. But yes, it is happening. So when we have our religious and traditional leaders step into these conversations at our places of worship, our community levels, to address some of these things, I think it will be a starting point because sometimes these conversations they drive a lot of influence. I mean, you don't know what the young person is battling. You see them on social media posting certain videos. No, those things are just a facade. They are not their realities. When they turn off their cameras, that is their reality, and you don't know the things happening. Go to all these categories of people that have spoken. And again, it's important that we advocate, for the decriminalization of these people who attempt suicide, because what they need is care, not punishment. You would not solve a problem with another problem. You are trying to address a gap. Do you know how far the person must have thought in their head that ending it is the best way out? So, do you think that punishing the person again is going to solve a problem? The answer is no. So, we need to actually address the root causes. Why is this thing predominant? If you maybe have conversations, maybe focus group discussions and advocacy sensitization, you'll find out what are those things that are driving people to the brink, because suicide is the
All
highest.
right.
And so, thank you.
Thank you very much, Susan, and thank you so much for sharing your thoughts this morning. So, we're going to take some more calls on the other side of the hour, but keep it locked to Women Radio 91.7. This is Her Lens.
Put on your church shoes, little sister, because we're about to blast off.
What is it you're trying to say?
It's time to buckle up because we're in the driver's seat.
Women Radio 91.7.
Oh, what did it happen now? No bonus for all my life. No panic. As MTN don't carry better gist come. Every 6 minutes you talk, MTN go dash you 3 extra minutes. Fiam to enter MTN better gist. Dial *123 *2 *1 hash or text BG to 312. T and C's apply.
Ndị be anyị, ihe okwu eruola o, ego na-ezo dịka mmiri ozuzo.
Better play, better chance. 200,000 naira nwere ike ịbanye n'aka gị taa.
Geekwa ntị, ugboro 3 n'ụbọchị, aha ndị mmeri ga-apụta live na redio.
Naanị 500 naira ka ị nwere ike iji merie ruo 200,000 naira kwa ụbọchị. Sonye na Better Play ugbu a ma geekwa ntị na redio ma ọ kụọ elekere 10 nke ụtụtụ, elekere 2 nke ehihie na elekere 6 nke abalị kwa ụbọchị. Aha gị nwere ike bụrụ nke akpọrọ Better Play. Egbukwala oge, mee ngwa ngwa zụta tiketi gị ugbu a.
Zụta tiketi gị na www.betterplay.ng maọbụ pịa *347 *154 hash. Ịchọọ ime ka ohere gị bawanye, ị nwere ike ịzụta tiketi ruru 20.
Mee ngwa ngwa soro anyị na Facebook @BetterPlay na Instagram @BetterPlayNG maka ozi ọhụrụ. Oge iji emeri ego a eruola. Ị nwere ike ịbụ onye mmeri tata. Better Play bụ naanị maka ndị toruru afọ 18 ma ọ bụ karịa. Sonye egwuregwu a n'ụzọ ziri ezi.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
I'm so happy.
Oh, you mean you're rhapsodic? RHAPSODIC.
There you go again. Always using big words. Well, you're Sesquipedalian. SESQUIP.
Sesqui? Are you casting spells?
They are just getting ready for MTN's MPOS Spelling Bee. A child could become MTN CEO for a whole day and win from a prize pool of over 40 million naira, ranging from laptops to smartphones, educational grants, MTN MPOS goodie bags, and more. Register now at mpos.mtn.ng. Terms and conditions apply. MTN, what are we doing today?
Hey, see package. This is what I call full house.
Yes, sir. That's me. I full.
Who's talking about you? I'm talking about this Peak Yogurt Drink Full House pack in your hand. The Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment contains fresh cow milk. Share and enjoy full house goodness filled with essential vitamins and minerals. Peak. Reach for your peak.
My people, something big don't land, and a money rain dey fall. Better play, better chance. 200k fit enter your hand if you try your luck. Oh, better play, better chance.
Now 3 times every day, them they call winners for radio. Yes, now with just 500 naira, you fit win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Just join the Better Play lottery now and listen for your name for radio. 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m.
Better play, not dull yourself. Go get your ticket sharp. Buy them for www.betterplay.ng or just dial *347 *154 #. You want boost your chance? Buy reach 20 tickets if you want win.
Follow us for Facebook at Better Play and Instagram at Better Play NG to get correct updates. Now your turn to chop this money, oh.
Better play, better chance. You fit be the next lucky banger. Only people when don't reach 18 years fit play. Play responsibly.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá, jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
The MTN Mega Billion promo is finally here. From Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. Plenty Nigerians will stand a chance to win big. To join, just dial *900# on your MTN line. Then every recharge from 100 naira or more will get you more entries and increase your chances to win. This promo lasts till the 21st of September.
Recharge today and win millions. T's and C's apply. Visit www.mtn.ng for more details.
Yeah! Are you ready for the thrill, the action, and sensation on Women Radio 91.7?
Well, our Sky colleagues in Italy say that Juventus have rejected an £85 million offer.
And then
Join us 6:05 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for comprehensive analysis and coverage of local, national, and international sporting events on Sports Radio. Join our experienced sports journalists and experts on Sports Radio 6:05 p.m. every Monday on Women Radio 91.7 for everything sports. Yeah!
Radio Doctor and WFM 91.7 every Monday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you medical experts specialized in children's health.
Studies have shown that children that were abruptly stopped from breastfeeding tend to have some emotional trauma.
Call in to get free consultation on children's health on 07000 917 917 or 090 256 25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM 917. Text and WhatsApp on 070 317 56537. You can listen live online at www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I don't wanna wait for nobody.
Keep it locked.
I should have bought you flowers.
Turn your radio up.
Held your hand.
We are WFM 91.7.
Welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's first and only radio station for women and their families. And yes, if you followed us this long, you know that it's Her Lens, a program where ladies from different geopolitical zones come together to discuss, dissect, disagree on topical conversations. I am Miracle Phillip, and when I started out, I told you there was something we're living in the pipeline. Now we want to bust that pipeline and of course have the conversations that matter. Beautifully, we have someone elegant, iconic. She, if you have followed for the longest the media industry in Nigeria, is a notable name. The one and only Bimbo Oloyede. She's right here with us in the studio. I mean, I should shake the shaker. She's worthy of it. She is. She's celebrating her 50th anniversary in media. What a long time.
Honestly.
You know what? It's not just the longest of time, but the beauty that has evolved, because she still looks like less than 50. But I mean, Bimbo, it's such a pleasure having you join us in our studio.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
So, how are you? How do you feel about today and this 50th anniversary media? I mean, it's a celebration of impact, of I should say trials and processes. You've evolved along the way. Can you take us back to how your journey began and what inspired you to pursue this path?
Well, first of all, how do I feel about today? I feel really grateful to God. When I think about all the things that have happened over the past 50 years, I'm humbled and I'm grateful. I think I'm also more emotional about today than I expected to be as well. Somehow, I've been saying, 50, because some of my, colleagues have also celebrated 50 years. But when I think about some of the events that have taken place, I just have to be grateful. Inspiration? I actually didn't set out to be a broadcaster. That was not my intention. What I really wanted to be was an actor. Yes, I wanted to be an actor, but at the time, you can imagine all those years ago, my dad said, "A what?" So eventually, I studied stage management, but it was still within a drama school. And then when I came back to Nigeria, I was employed as an assistant producer. So even then, I mean, I had no idea that I was going to find myself in front of the camera, but it happened. I was given the opportunity, and I seized the opportunity, which, by the way, is my old school motto, Carpe Diem. So I seized the day, as it were, and well, I just haven't looked back, I suppose, from that time. It's been a very interesting journey. So many things have changed within the industry.
the way the job is done, the technology that we are able to use nowadays, the attitude as well of those who are in this business, that has also changed. But I think the one thing that has probably remained the same is the passion, because it is not as if this is a job that gives you a huge amount of money. Okay, so there must be something that keeps you doing it, and I think it is the passion, and maybe also the fact that no 2 days are the same, so you can't really get bored. You can't really get bored doing this job. You're always meeting different people. You're always talking to different people. So, yeah, it's been quite a roller coaster of a journey.
Well, beautiful. I mean, I'm thinking of that young girl who's listening and wondering to herself, one day I'm going to be a bimbo. So, over the years, you've influenced and you've mentored many in the industry. What impact do you feel your work has had on broadcasting in Nigeria?
I think the impact would be that a lot of people that I have trained are doing the job, and doing it with interest, doing it in a professional manner, and adding value to the profession generally. Because whenever we train broadcasters, there are a lot of things that we discuss, a lot of things we talk about, and we try to help them to see this job from different perspectives, because sometimes you're in it, sometimes you get frustrated because there are a lot of things that could actually frustrate you within the job. But well, we have to be creative. We have to find ways of getting over some of the challenges that we face, and of course the audience is not interested in your challenge. They just want to know that you are delivering, and they want to see you looking, at least smart and relaxed and reasonable. They want to hear you saying something that makes sense. So your challenge is not their business. Your challenge is to ensure that you get over the challenge and deliver as expected. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Bimbo. If you've just tuned in, this is Her Lens on your Women Radio 91.7, 15 minutes to 10. And we have with us the iconic Bimbo Oloyede. She's celebrating her 50th year anniversary in the media space. And if you followed her for so long, you definitely know that she's an impactful voice. I know my ladies have a lot to ask, and I want to give them the floor.
Okay, thank you, Miracle. I look at Bimbo with a lot of admiration. I recall when I used to watch NTA News with my dad, and she would come on. And what I can't forget is when they would want to wrap up the news, and then you hear, sorry, I'm going to go back to your name.
Yes, fine.
Bimbo Olede, NTA News. So, in the house, I would say, even about NTA News. So I used to say it, and it was something very special to me. So the very first time I met Bimbo, I didn't go close to her. I was just looking at her. This is this. Okay, this is she, And what's amazing is this. I'm looking at you, live and direct. And I'm wondering, are you sure? Did you count well? Is it 50 really? Because you don't look an inch someone who had spent such a stretch of time in media. When you're looking at, you didn't start at the age of 10. So, please be kind to share. No. What's the secret? You look so amazing.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you. I think that if you do something that you enjoy doing, it ceases to be a job. And I think the joy of what you do, I think it will somehow reflect on your person, excuse me, on your thinking, and even on the way you look and the way you behave. But beyond that, I'm someone who believes very much in, well, if I say exercise, you would think that probably I go to the gym. I don't. But what I have done over the years is to walk. At first, I would jog. But when I got to 60, I decided to stop jogging and I moved into walking instead. So most mornings, at least 4 or 5 times a week, I go for a morning walk, and I think that has helped me a lot. I used to drink much more water than I drink now. I actually am aware that I've become a bit careless about drinking water, but that was something that I did a lot of. And funnily enough, I eat a lot of cucumber. So it's just something that I've become used to doing, and I think it has helped.
Oh,
absolutely. Yes. So, Miracle, you were talking about that young girl who wants to become Bimbo Lady at some point. So I didn't want to become Bimbo Lady, but I admired her. And we're talking about 11 years ago, because 11 plus 50, we're celebrating 50 years. And so I'm looking at that young girl, and for me, it was more like, this Bimbo Lady. When you see those pecs and things like that, like you mentioned, Bimbo Lady, she created an image that, wow, she's good, and she's beautiful, and she's taking on the stage and all that. So for that girl, because I never knew that 50 years after, from 11 years, I would be sitting close to her. It's my first time of sitting close to her. Not that I've not seen her physically, but from a far distance, but getting close to her. So what am I saying? It's a 2-in-1. Number one, for that girl who is thinking that, oh, my life is crashing. No, your life is not crashing. This is 50 years after, and I'm sitting close to this amazing personality. So good things do happen if you wait. Now, so this is my question. You had gone through process. And we talk about technology, that technology is an enabler. It doesn't really improve, but it enables the process that you have put in place. I look at you and other amazing people, that I'm celebrating 50, 40, and thereabout. They have gone through process, and we now have new technology, because you also mentioned it. What do you have for the aspiring young people that do not understand process, but they are using technology? Are they going to survive? If they are adding technology with process, fantastic. But technology, at times, if they don't understand it, they cut the process. So from your own angle, what do you want to say to that young person in terms of process? Technology has come to stay, and it will keep moving.
Sure.
It will keep moving. But that angle of process, I really want you to talk to us about that in the media space.
I don't think that there is any shortcut to success. I think that you can do all the razzmatazz that comes to you. You can be very creative in terms of technology, but at the end of the day, what is going to sustain your skill and ability in that technological space? So we have to go back to the fundamentals. What is the objective of knowing the technology? What's the purpose? What do you intend to achieve? What impact do you want to make? What changes do you want to create? Because if all we're going to do is just dazzle each other with technology on social media, you know, and when you consider that most of the messaging is 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 1 minute, 2 minutes max, and it's gone, it's over. So if within that razzmatazz, so it's just froth. There's no substance. So there has to be substance for technology to make the impact that it needs to make.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, iconic Bimbo. I love what you said. There has to be substance.
Yes.
That is key. We have also joining us Susan Ihoma. She's here virtually. Susan, you have a word for the iconic Bimbo Oloyede.
Congratulations. Good morning, Mom. Congratulations. It's a pleasure to speak to you once more. I met you in 2022, and one significant thing I left that program with, I sat beside you, was the fact that after sharing, our stories, you linked me to a person with disability who was more experienced, who had opportunities and everything, whom I could leverage on. And that is the process we are talking. You linked me to someone who could support what you saw in me and also help me, give me a direction. And so on this 50th anniversary, I want to say congratulations, and we'll keep learning, we'll keep pushing till we get there someday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Because I could see how she was thinking. I'm sure she was trying to
remember. But that tells a story. That tells a story that there have been so many people that you've reached out to, and I'm sure they're so proud of the great work that you're doing.
Thank you.
And so from us at Women Radio 91.7, we're saying congratulations.
Thank you so
We're going to
much.
celebrate many more years in great
Amen.
health and
Thank you.
greater impact.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for gracing our studio today.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy to have been here.
So Lagos, Ogun State, this is where we get to wrap it up right here on your Women Radio 91.7 on Her Lens. If there's anything that you should have picked from today, it is the fact that substance is key in creating impact, and you must stick to the process because, hey, it refines you, and that is what it has done to our very iconic Bimbo Oloyede. My name is Miracle Philip, and I've had the company of Ibinabo Dixon, Buki Femi Ajara, also Suzanne Homa, and the phenomenal Bimbo Oloyede. Keep listening. 7 coming up next at 10 is Radio Doctor. Morning.
To sponsor this program, call the number 0816 480 7613.
Something big has landed and it's raining Naira. Better play, better chance. 200k is yours if only you try your luck. Better play, better chance. 3 times daily, your dreams can come true.
Oh yes, with just 500 naira, you could win up to 200,000 naira every single day. Join the Better Play Lottery and listen for